It was quite an emotional journey for us, and we weren't sure if we were able to have a child. And when we found out we were pregnant, it was such a surprise and such a happy moment for us to have fallen pregnant.
When she comes back, she says, did you do a pregnancy test? Like, I don't think I'm pregnant. It's like, well, it's telling you are. Like,
we were very excited. We were about 6 weeks and it was on Valentine's Day.
when we found out we were pregnant, we also found out that I had a DVT. I had a clot in my leg. That pretty much made things interesting. I had fibroids. Fibroids grow when you're pregnant because of the hormones. In the first 3 months, I spent at least 2 to 3 weeks in hospital trying to deal with that.
We were planning on having a natural birth from the word go.
Everything was going well, and then at about 24 weeks, we realized that something wasn't right, and that's where I went into early labor.
Everything that she would experience, I think we could go to a journal.
Pregnancy journal from Mediclinic. Doctor said that if baby didn't turn by 37 weeks, then we would have to have a C-section. But then 37 weeks came and she actually turned. So we were back on track to do a natural birth. But then I had the strep B infection. And that's when I went on antibiotics. She suggested that maybe we should start thinking about doing the C-section.
The emotion, walking in there, the nurses there were so
they were very sweet upon our arrival at the Mediclinic.
When we went into hospital, after the doctor had done his examination, he had seen that I was 5 centimeters dilated already, and they admitted us immediately into hospital.
The most amazing thing about those guys is every time I got in, they were always ready for me.
The evening before he was born, we realized that something wasn't right, and we met with the gynae the next morning. They saw that there were complications, and they admitted us into Mediclinic Hospital immediately. They tried to prevent that I go into early labor, but Andrew had other plans, and he arrived later the day.
Nazan slipped over into a little hotel room. That's what we called it. Everybody knew exactly what they needed to do.
You put your faith in, what you believe in, and also your doctors, they know best. You put your faith in everyone around you, and that's sort of, at the end of the day, everything happens as it should.
So it was really, really comforting to have all those people around you. They're offering you a service, but they're also so friendly.
They ended up becoming more like family, because I think most of them knew us by name. I mean, after a couple of rounds of coming through every other week, they ended up knowing us by name. It has to be knowing them.
Everything got explained to us. The staff in there were friendly.
Andrew was admitted to the neonatal ICU immediately after he was born. It was quite scary for us because he was born at such an early stage in the pregnancy. We found that we had received a lot of support from the doctors and the nurses at the hospital. We were well prepared for what was going to lie ahead with him. We were allowed to hold his hand after the first week that he was in hospital.
I promise you, the moment when the baby came out, oh my goodness, we had the first cry and just brought tears to everybody's eyes. Just the preparation and the thought that went into the smallest detail was very helpful and heartwarming.
The birth was not as difficult as I had imagined it would be. That's a plus for me, because now I say I want to have more babies.
I don't know about that.
It was a new journey that was lying ahead for us. The best is to take it day for day and don't think too far ahead.
It's a season of firsts.
Babies are more resilient than you would think.
everyone has a different baby and every scenario is different for everyone else.
I think the neonatal ICU babies are, they're fighters.
Yeah,
they're
they're
strong
strong.
little babies, yes.